for joining us this fine Friday morning. It's about to be a 10 over 10 show, as always. But before that, we want to catch you up on stories making headlines in Kenya and around the world. So you go into the day a bit armed with information, kidogo, sindio?
Yes.
So wazazi skilizeni, the Ministry of Education has ordered students to enroll for shift before schools reopen.
And for those asking yourself what SHIF is, it's the Social Health Insurance Fund. And the Education Principal Secretary, that is Bello Kipsang, said that learners are required to register as dependents of their parents in the new scheme, which is expected to replace the NHIF, that is the National Health Insurance Fund.
That's right. Now, I actually didn't know about this and I found it very sad. I didn't know that there was a healthcare scheme for school children called Edu Afia that actually ended in 2023, December 31st, 2023. So for the better part of this year, students have been operating without any health coverage from the government or, a unified healthcare scheme.
Yeah.
But the development is now a relief to hundreds of thousands of learners who were, left kind of stranded after the government ended the 4.5 billion school insurance program that was called Edu Afia. So now hopefully learners will be able to register for SHIF and to get coverage. Under the new scheme, that's SHIF, every Kenyan or aged 18 and above is required to register and of course to contribute monthly payments depending on how much they make. If you don't make anything, somehow you're still supposed to contribute 300 a month, and even if you have zero income.
And of course, it's a mandatory enrollment. The big question is why this soon? Simply because the students are reporting
Yes.
as required, but of course it also ties on to a looming incident where teachers have threatened to strike. Now this directive will be implemented by teachers, and the schools are expected to assist in the enrollment process, ensuring that all students are registered before the start of the school term. Now the big question is,
the school term that's starting
on Monday
next week.
Yes.
That one?
Yes.
Okay.
So we only have Saturday and Sunday. And the target groups in this initiative are secondary schools, college students, but all Kenyans above the age of 18, as Mariam has said, are required to equally comply. Now, the implications for schools will need to ensure that the compliance and the compliance with this is the directive, and to also facilitate the registration of their students in good time. So the big issue is, I understand that it's an initiative to make sure that the SHIF, which is actually a key pointer in the UDA government, goes through. But to me, it's giving simply because it feels like I'm twisting. There's no public participation, and it's always a question that we often ask.
Also, the fact that the timeline is a bit tight, as you've said, just a few days to register over, 3 million learners onto a program. It's definitely going to be a tall task, a very Herculean task, given the fact that SHIF has had to review its targets for how many people are going to be onboarded several times as far as adults are concerned. For students now to be able to do that in less than a week, I don't know. #MorningFix. Let us know what you think.